Morning, everybody. It's a bright, beautiful day.
It is. Happy Saturday.
Yes. And happy maybe snowy Saturday.
We hope so.
We really do. We want snow. We miss snow.
Also, can I just say I love your necklace?
Thank you. This is from one of my favorite Asheville people's, Merging Metals. They have online shops and they have it scattered throughout Asheville.
Not sponsored. We just buy a lot of their jewelry.
I just happen to be very addicted. If you ever see any of my crescent moons like I was wearing yesterday, that's from them too. I love them. A little booby fix there.
Good morning, Bethany.
Good morning, everybody. Sydney gave me a lot of coffee.
I did, yeah. I bought her Earthling coffee, which again, not sponsored, but if you guys are ever in the Candler, West Asheville area,
it's so good.
Way better than Starbucks. So good. Also, so much caffeine.
So many shots.
But Earthling, they're fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, now that you've had your good morning.
And your two not sponsored sponsors.
Yep.
I wish.
I'm pretty sure everyone's now going, oh my god, these girls are insane.
I know.
Yes,
we're very caffeinated this morning.
So today we are going to finish off, this is probably upside down, yes it is.
This amazing cute table runner she made last week. So if you love this pattern, we did it last Saturday. We shared the pattern for it on our Facebook. The video is available on YouTube as well as Facebook for replay. And today we're going to be Freemotion quilting it on the beautiful and giant and well-lit Bernina Q16.
One of my favorites.
Same, honestly.
So I have my quilt sandwich here. It's got my backing on it and it's got my front.
And
I sprayed it down with 505 like I always do.
We spray based.
Now, before I start quilting, because I want to do a weird one, I want to get in the proper mode to it. So I made myself a cute little practice piece to do just to get my motions down and warm myself up. That's the key to doing any sort of good free motion.
Yep. Other pro tip is to practice doodling. If you want to do swirls, draw swirls. If you want to do hearts, draw hearts. So just doodle in a doodle book and your hands will kind of start to learn the motion. And then before you sew on your real project, just warm up on a little scrap for sure.
Exactly. I mean, we all have 1,000,002 scrap pieces. So what I'm putting on now are my machine gers.
Let's see the package.
So they look like this. And on the back is an actual little hold up your hand here. And you can see what size you are. I am a small medium.
Yeah, whatever size you think you need, go with the smaller size.
Yep.
And let's see your fingertips.
So you want it to be, so these all have rubberized tips. You want the glove to fit snug but still be able to freely move.
Yeah, so comfortable but tight.
Yep. So these all have rubberized tips, so it's going to make it way easier to grip because our skin is so slick anyway. This just makes it
easy to grab onto the fabric.
Plus these are kind of fun. I feel fancy whenever I'm quilting because it's like I've got to get out to my quilting gloves.
I love it.
It's like one little fancy thing in life I get. I'll take it.
Also, we've only got 21 people watching, 23 watching right now. I will say,
morning, guys.
Surprise, Robin has not sent out the email yet, but we have started our first sale in almost a year.
Yep.
So we'll see how this goes. But all of our fabric right now is 20% off, half yards or more in store.
That being said, we are having extremely strict limits of 10 people in store at a time. So you will be waiting.
Yep, we'll be putting...
Just plan on waiting.
Yeah, for the next 2 weeks. I was going to say, we'll be putting a sale table outside to look at. We'll probably be putting chairs outside to sit in because there will be a wait.
Yep. So, all right, let's get started, shall we?
All right, so this is our practice piece.
For those of you who do not know what a Q16 is, it is a Bernina
You set up here.
machine.
Hold on. Oh, my goodness. This tripod, like, pops out of place real easy. There we go.
There we go. So for those of you who do not know what a Q16 is, it is Freemotion quilting only. This is a mid-arm because we are sitting down, which is my preferred method. You have a nice smooth table for the project to glide on, and you have the gigantic machine. This is pretty much a giant stitch regulator.
And actually we'll show the two sensors right here actually sense how fast you move your fabric over it. When you move faster, it'll stitch faster. When you move slower, it'll stitch slower. So that's what a Bernina stitch regulator is, and it's really, really cool because it's going to regulate your stitch size.
I love this thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to practice my motion, get it going. So there are two different modes. There's the stitch mode 1 where the needle will continue going up and down even if I'm not moving my material. That's the one I'm going to stick in. There's also mode 2 where it won't move unless I move.
Which I like that just because I like being able to have a stopping point.
Yep.
But they both have their uses for sure.
Yes, they do. So what I'm going to do for the quilting, so how I'm going to quilt this table runner is I'm going to quilt little designs in the hearts and then straight line Sashiko quilting on the white part. So we will be going over to another machine in just a few minutes.
Yay! So we're demoing free motioning on the Bernina Q16, and then we'll be showing you the BabyLock Sashiko as well.
So right now I'm just practicing my movements, getting my hands all excited.
Oh, it's a cute heart.
So this is kind of how I'm going to quilt it. I'm going to do hearts every once in a while. And whenever I need to move to a next section, I'm just going to use my loop-de-loops.
And I will say, they probably can't hear you talk while the machine is running.
That is very true.
She's not quiet.
So we're going to pull this up and cut, and I'm happy with how that's turning out.
Yeah, that looks cute. Just a little loop-de-loops with hearts in it, and I think that's perfect for this project.
Yep. So now that I'm happy with how that's turning out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over there out of the way, along with my machine gear box.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to bring over our actual project.
Yay.
Okay.
Switching tables because that one vibrates. Oh, that's not tall enough. Oh, well.
Sydney's going to be bracing herself.
Yeah, we'll figure out how to record one day.
Yep. So I'm going to start with a little heart and work my way up. I did choose a purple tone for all of these, which is really cute, I think. So here we go. I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous.
I normally have a glass of wine before I do this, just to kind of give myself a little confidence booster there.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Little micro hearts.
And I will say, you guys probably see this presser foot bouncing up and down right now. That's actually on purpose. So the presser foot goes down when the needle goes up. And that is to keep your fabric from bouncing up and down with the needle.
Yep. So I quilted myself into a corner.
Mm-hmm.
It happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull this out and cut my thread. There's a thread cutter over here, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just tearing this thing. And I'm actually just going to come down here and start again. So if you quilt yourself in a quarter, it's not the end of the world. Just stop and restart.
And I will say, if it's your first time ever free motioning, A, definitely practice on a practice piece, and B, you may want to match your thread more closely to the color of your project just so it doesn't stand out as much and nobody can see your oopsies. But I think Bethany is doing adorably wonderful.
And if anyone ever says anything about your quilting, they're not allowed to look at it
I know.
anymore.
Agree. So cute. I was gonna say, you're about to end up in a corner.
And I'm fine with that, because I can come in here and close it out again. And yeah, I could save thread by having a pair of scissors, and I will eventually have to go and trim this, but hey.
And since it's such a small project, it's not that big of a deal.
And I'm gonna start right about there. And yeah, you all see me, like, quite literally quilting over that
thread. Yeah. We'll pull that out and fussy cut it out later.
Correct. I love loop-de-loops. It's the most forgiving quilting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very cute.
Also quilts a large space area.
Mm-hmm.
Without much effort at all.
That one was good.
This is turning out cute.
Oh, I just got the notification that we're live.
I don't know why Facebook's doing that all of a sudden, but...
Mm-hmm.
Whoop, and I ran out of thread.
Oh, is your bobbin empty?
Apparently.
Yup.
Whoops. Thought I wound enough bobbin, but I've been playing with this thing.
Cute. So all of these loose threads are going to be trimmed, but look how cute this is.
This will take me just a second to rewind the bobbin. But hey, this will at least give you an idea as to how easy this is. Just going to bring you over over here and cheat.
So cute. So in the white portion, we're going to do Sashiko stitching in white, correct?
Correct.
It's going to be sweet.
And I've already got that one wound, and I have a brand new bobbin in that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mary has a great point. You might also want to mention that with the special ruler foot, it can do ruler work.
Yes, it can.
Yep. So you can buy a special presser foot for this machine, and then you can, instead of having to do free motion, you can actually buy special rulers. It's beautiful.
I just love
Oh, Sherilyn, my 5-year-old said, "Oh, wow, it looks fabulous. I love this."
Yes.
Precious. Love it. Yes, they are.
Okay.
So pretty.
Now we go back to me threading this thing up.
Mm-hmm. Which I will say, just like pretty much any other machine, it's weird to figure out, but once you know how to thread it, it is so wonderful easy.
Yep, and I just about made a boo-boo. You know what I almost did?
Mm-hmm.
I almost threaded that with the presser foot down.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Hey, guys, every single sewing machine has to be threaded with the presser foot up. Otherwise, your thread is not getting in your tension disc.
And you will have horrible time.
If anything is ever going wrong with your sewing, I always unthread the machine, change the needle, and then make sure I rethread it correctly. And like 99% of the time, that'll fix your problems.
Okay, almost done. This one does have a threader on it, which is really nice.
Oh, we haven't stolen that one yet?
Yeah, give me time. Give me time. Cat, toss that on the ground.
All
Sorry,
right.
whoever vacuums.
Mm.
Okay. And there is a gigantic hole down here for the bobbin.
Yeah, and this table also actually slides into 2 pieces.
Yes, it does.
So it's split down the middle, and those just slide apart if you need it to.
Okay. So I'm going to use my hand wheel here.
Just to bring that bottom thread up.
Mm-hmm. Ready? Hold on. I'm just going to do it the easy way.
The right way.
Do it the easy way. Needle down.
I've gotten in the habit of telling people
up.
to never, ever, 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 ever touch their hand wheel unless the machine is jammed. Honestly. Because I feel like that fixes a lot of problems and keeps people from breaking their needle threaders.
That is true. Guys, once again, if you have a needle threader, don't use a size 75 or below. Maybe and above.
And also use your needle up down button, not your hand wheel.
Do as we say, not as we do.
True.
All right. Now that we're rethreaded.
Yay, we're going to finish quilting the hearts.
Hold on. That's going to drive me nuts.
I'm holding.
Hold, please.
What drives you nuts? So cute. Oh, the loose thread.
Yeah. This one I am going to trim. Because I want to get as close to that as possible. Trim. Maybe.
Surrounding areas look gorgeous, girls. Thank you, Chris. I'm sure it won't after we have a sale for a couple weeks, but we're happy we got it in shape for now.
Exactly. All right, so I'm going to go roughly where I was.
Let me zoom back in. There we go.
Here we go. Just to make it look like I meant to do that. I'm going to stop and pull that out of the way. And another heart. Loop-de-loops are fun. Some interpretive hearts there again.
Perfect. You know what? There is nothing better than done.
Exactly. All right, and that was it.
Yay.
Fill in
Cute.
the area. Now I'm just going to use that scissor.
I just love these colors too.
And I can come in here and get those out later.
Mm-hmm.
The only one I'm really going to trim off
Is what's
right
going to be in
now.
the way right now.
Yep.
Yep. No project's complete until you monkey it.
Who knew? My mother was correct about something. My mother was correct about a lot of things.
I was gonna say you're lucky
But-
she's not watching right now.
We don't tell our mothers that.
Amen.
We do not tell our moms. Yeah, you were correct.
All right.
I know.
Gorgeous.
All right. Now, we going over to the next machine.
Sashiko.
I love my Sashiko.
I'm sorry. I just turn on a weird accent sometimes.
It happens.
All right. If y'all know me, y'all know I love this machine. This is the BabyLock Sashiko.
This is our child.
Whoops. Sorry, we are not all here. Okay, so if you guys have been in the store, bought a Sashiko, taken my Sashiko class, you are very familiar with this little owl. This is my sample that I have used for the Sashiko class. It's really cool. So what it does is this stitch that looks like handwork, but is not. So it's done with just a bobbin thread, and it looks like handwork, but it's so much faster and easier. And it is also my favorite thing in the world for doing binding. You can do straight line quilting, you can do meandering. I have also used it for some braided couching. It's a really, really cool machine. And they are in stock at BabyLock right now.
Yes, they are. So if you want one, we can get one, but you need to move very quickly because machines are very back-ordered.
Also, your mama is watching.
Hi, Mom. Okay.
All right, now we are going to do this.
So right now I'm going to flip over to the back of my quilt in the batting only area because I want to test and see what size I want to do.
I wondered why you had it upside down.
I'm pretty sure I want to do a 3.5, but I just want to. So right now I'm going to figure out what stitch length I want and what stitch spacing I want. And that's really the only adjustments you can make on this machine.
That and the presser foot pressure. And it is a loud machine. I promise it's supposed to sound like this.
Yep.
So do a super slow stitch for us so they can see how it works. It's really cool. So it has just the bobbin thread, and it has a hooked needle that picks it up and it loops it in place.
It is so cool.
Such a cool specialty machine. I love the Sashiko.
So I'm going to adjust this out to 4.5 because I want to see if that's...
I like a nice big stitch with it.
Okay. Let's give that a look. Whoop, broke my thread. So here's my 3, here's my 4. And on the other side, it's just a straight stitch.
Jinx.
I think I'm going to do the 4. I am going to need to rethread this thing though. Because my thread broke.
Make sure you hit the button first.
So you go here, wait till it takes a stitch and turns green. Then you open, and you guys are going to get to see how this works. So you have your bobbin. Place the bobbin in. And pull through the bobbin case. And then you need a clean cut real quick. Which means I'm going to borrow the cutter from the next machine. This is why we all have a million pairs of scissors.
Thread through both of the bunny ears.
Yep, and that did not get me.
Which is the hardest part.
The bunny ears. We have a thing for bunnies, apparently. Okay, and then the ears go down and the butt goes up. Because he's getting a carrot out of the hole. Then I'm going to turn the hand wheel towards me.
See, this is the one machine I do want you touching the hand wheel on.
And
did you lose your thread?
Grab onto that.
There we go. It's from under the entire foot.
Yep.
Got to steal it from the needle now.
I usually have a little
something to sweep. You forget the Sashiko has a little pocket over here.
I do. I do forget that.
All right, and then we're going to hold that, turn the hand wheel one more time.
Perfect. See how I have my thread coming out?
Close it. And then we got to cut. So every time before you start taking a stitch on this machine, you have to cut your thread there and make sure the thread is held in the razor.
Yep.
That's going to be what gives you tension for it to pick up the first stitch.
Okay. So I'm happy with how my tension looks right now. So what I want to do is I'm just going to do some straight line quilting. So we're just going to come in here. Kind of similar to how I did those placemats back at Halloween. We have done a video on this before, so if you want to see another video of how the Sashiko works, go back to, it was last October.
One of our first videos.
Yep, it was the placemats.
Maybe the 4th or 5th video, if even.
And I'm just gonna sew right off.
And I will say this machine does have a needle stop up or needle stop down option.
I want to stop down because I'm just going to
turn,
lift and turn, go forward just a hair, just to get enough to where I want to go.
I see.
I'm a lazy sewer.
This machine does also come with a guide bar if you want to line up your stitches in good parallel lines or echo quilt or anything like that. And y'all, I apologize for my camera work. I purchased a tripod, but that doesn't mean there's always a surface to sit it on, unfortunately.
And I'm gonna turn again. Wait, wrong direction. Wrong direction.
And the phone.
Every time. Never fails.
We need to turn it off before our videos.
And I'm gonna go down here.
Perfect. You want to do one more half stitch. So I will say on this machine that you have to complete your stitch before you, like every other stitch is a full stitch and a half stitch, and you have to have a full stitch completed before you turn. And it took me a while to realize that, I will say. So for anyone that was in my first or second Sashiko class and your thread kept breaking and you didn't know why, because I didn't know why yet either. You have to complete a stitch before you do anything. This machine gets grumpy if you stop on a half stitch where the loose thread's in that upper position. Like that.
Yep. And that is why I went off, because I can now manipulate it where I want it to be.
It's also really easy on this machine to change your presser foot pressure to be a little bit looser, and then you can do some meandering stitches instead of straight line stitches. It's just a lot of fun. I really do love this machine.
This is a really fun one, and it's just cool. I have done several bags where I quilted the bag with this machine, and it is so cute looking.
And don't you love anything that looks like you put in a lot of work but you didn't?
Exactly.
I love the look of Sashiko stitching anyway. It's great. I also love anything, it gives you the look of hand stitching, but it's so much more secure, yeah. Like I'm always scared to even use anything that's hand stitched because I feel like it's gonna fall apart. Whereas this looks just as beautiful, but it's a really strong, secure stitch.
Alright. This is gonna be so cute. I'm really happy with how this is turning out.
Me too, it's precious. I'm gonna steal it.
Nope, mine. It'll be hanging up in the shop for a while.
Chris said tempting to make additional space for this machine.
Do it, it's worth it. Okay.
I officially own one now, and I love it so much. We own one together.
Split custody.
Yeah, we have split custody of a Sashiko.
We're gonna have child disagreements.
Gorgeous.
And then I'm gonna come down here. Okay. And
ooh, follow the zigzag. Yep. Cute.
It's interpretive quilting, guys.
Yeah. You know, it's creative. You're just making design decisions as you go.
Pretty much. That's pretty much how I live my life.
Right.
Just make design decisions as you go. It's going to turn out okay, and if people don't like it, they don't get to look at your project anymore. Stop. And drop.
And roll.
That's really ingrained in life. You know, as many times as we were taught that, I thought I'd be on fire way more often.
Goodness.
So I have to admit, when the house came and you got to go through the burning house, that was really cool.
I have a very vague memory of that in elementary school. I do remember the fire truck. That was exciting.
I do like the fire truck. Let's be honest here, as an adult, I would ride a fire truck. You'd be like, fire truck. And last but not least.
Yay!
Well,
it's so stinking cute. Yeah, you might need to go back and do one more line across the bottom, but I think for the video, we're probably good.
Yep.
If you feel like flooring it, it's only 9:40 if you want to go ahead and do your last line across the bottom.
I kind of do.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah. Why not?
So I'm going to come up here.
And y'all, I promise nobody's openly fussing about it, but I know my camera work is not perfect. We're working on it. We will get a ring light. We will eventually get a full-size tripod instead of this tiny one that's for tables, and then we have no tables to sit them on. Bethany's also talked about getting some new headphones that have a microphone so y'all can hear her.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Especially if they were wireless.
And I'm going to come down here. I want to start right about here because I want to do something really cool. I really am making this up as I go.
Mm-hmm. That's what I usually do.
It works. Oh, I like that. That's cute.
It is very cute.
Okay. Whoops. And we're going to bring that over and cut.
And you broke it.
No, traitor. It happens.
Who wants to watch Bethany rethread again? Lots of that this video, but that's okay.
I mean, that's kind of quilting in general.
I'm just gonna look up and admire Robin's new quilt again.
She's almost done with the pattern, so if you guys want it.
Yeah, she's got me cutting kits of this. Hopefully I'll finish those kits today. I'm also working on kits of this cute little quilt over here. That will definitely be finished today. I know at least one of them is already spoken for, but there will be a total of 4. He's cute. If you guys ever see a quilt in the shop that you want a kit of, we can do that for you.
Yep. And if you see something online, you're like, hey, is it possible for you to kit that? Let us know.
And we will certainly do our best.
I know there's a book coming out this summer that we're all excited about.
Yes. Yes, there's a quilt pattern book coming out in July called Perfect Quilting, Perfect Piecing. I definitely plan on buying it, having it in the shop, having samples of it. It's very cute. I've only seen the front cover so far. That's all she's been allowed to release, but it's so cute.
It's adorable.
I love it. So a book of 16 cat quilt patterns. Love it.
All right, I'm going to call that done. I like it.
I love it. It's so cute.
One more triangle, but other than that,
I love this upper quilting, like how you did that zigzag here. That looks great.
Cute. The hearts look so adorable too.
A+. Yeah, this is really cute, Beth.
So we'll finish this off, and it will be hanging in the store for a little while, or until one of us takes it home.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So next week we are not going to be doing another Stitch Witchery. We're going to take a week off from that.
Mm-hmm.
We will be having
maybe 2 because of the sale. Yeah. Honestly,
we'll see how that goes. We will be having our next Wednesday. We'll be having our last Wacky Wednesday for a while. We're going to take a little break.
I didn't plan on it next week.
Oh, I thought it was next week. Never mind. We'll post a video schedule.
Yeah, I was going to say,
figure out everything.
We're going to have to take a break on some videos during the fabric sale that we're having here because it's too many things. There's only like 5 of us that work here.
But we'll post a link to our videos. If you guys have any ideas what you want us to do, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to make some stuff. And if you guys got any free patterns, send them my way. AshleyCottonCo@gmail.com. I'll be happy to look at them.
All right. Y'all are amazing. Have a great day.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.